it's a pretty exciting time for everyone. You know, it's even more so when you get down to stuff like this, and you know, you see all the fellow captains, and you know, you start getting the itch to get back going again. So you know, I think we're ready for it now.
Mick Potter, new coach in, a bit of regime change as they call it. How's that been for you guys?
Yeah, it's been good. Mick's a real good fella, and he doesn't half know his stuff, and you know, he's handling the boys very well, and I think he's enjoying a different environment himself. So it's good. It should be a good season for us.
I'm sure there's one or two things you always keep as a team internally, but can we expect to see a different style from Saints this year, or will it just evolve naturally, do you think?
I don't know. Can you control Saints? Can you give them a go? I don't know. We've got a lot of players who like to play off the cuff, and Mick pretty much knows that, you know, and he's given us a general game plan. He's given us a bit of an idea, but like Mick says, he don't want to change too much. You know, why try and fix something that's not broken? And you know, he's just got to direct us a little bit more around the field in different areas, and that's that. We're not far short anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've had a really good preparation at the Giants, and the coaching staff done a wonderful job in honing our skills for the start of the season. So I'm really excited.
New coach in, of course, in Nathan Brown. You're perhaps not the best man, I guess, to make a comparison because you've not been here before. But how is the new regime bedding in at the Gal Farm Stadium?
From everything, all the boys that I talked to, they're really excited. He's brought a great deal of skill emphasis to the squad, and everyone feels that they've definitely improved from where we were this time last year. So as long as you've got that confidence and a bit of luck with injury, a bit of luck with the bounce of the ball, I'm sure we're prepared well enough to ensure that we have a good season.
I think a lot of supporters will have followed you as a player in the NRL. Are you looking forward to experiencing football English style?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited about it. It looks a lot more open and free-flowing than it does back home at the moment. So hopefully that can contribute to my game a little bit better than what it has in the last year or two.
And you've played here before in 2006 for West Tigers in the World Club Challenge. Not successful on that occasion, unfortunately, but hoping to have better times, I'm sure, in the claret and gold.
Yeah, definitely. It was, although we didn't perform real well in that game against Bradford, it was a wonderful experience playing here at the Gal Farm. So to have this as my home ground, I'm really, I can't wait to get out there and play our first game, I think, against St Helens. So.
Yeah, very much so. As always, you train for 2 or 3 months. Tough training. There's nothing at the end of the week each week, so it's nice to get into the season now and look forward to a game every week.
Some new faces in the Bulls squad. How are things shaping up at Odsal?
Yeah, very good. Training's gone really well. I think the signings that we've signed have added a lot to our squad. So we're all very confident we can achieve something this year.
One player that's attracted a lot of attention is Steve Menzies, of course. Tremendous international pedigree and pedigree in the Australian game. Has it been a good benefit to start training and eventually playing alongside him?
Yeah, definitely. I was excited as anyone really when he came over. I mean, to play with a player that is a legend of the game. There's not very many, like Steve, accomplish what Steve has done in the game. So for him to be coming and play alongside me at Bradford is thrill for me as well as all the rest of the team.
I'm sure he's heard about Paul Deacon as well for in Australia. But just finally, obviously, you celebrated your testimonial last year. Still, I take it, hungry as ever to win honours and win silverware for the Bradford club?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, I've been lucky enough to win a few trophies with the club, and that feeling stays with you. Every day you think about them sort of things, and it just makes you want to accomplish them things again.
We're all anxious and excited now. It's only a few days away, and it hasn't been the best week in preparation-wise. It's been hard to get on the field with all the snow, but I think that's adding to the anxiety. And we're going to the JJB. It's going to be a big crowd, a great place to play, and all the players are up for it.
Some change round in personnel with all clubs, yourselves no exception. So a good, refreshed mood among the boys, is there?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we've only made 2 new signings in James Stuzzick and Steve Snitch, and they've slotted in excellently. And all the players know each other. We are a lot tighter than we were last year, and I think that'll bode well for us at the back end of the season as well.
It does seem that the competition's getting stronger all the time. Do you think sides are preparing for that now and really know that there's no easy game any week?
Oh, all the time. Every year pre-season gets that little bit harder and a little bit more intense, and players start challenging each other a little bit more, and young players are coming through bigger and stronger all the time, so there's pressure on your position, not only in Super League but from within your own squad as well. And the 2 new clubs that have come in, I'm sure will upset quite a few teams this year, and I don't think by any means they're going to be a walkover, and it's going to be an exciting year, that's for sure.
Now 8-team playoff, of course, is a new feature this year. That gives obviously an expanded league more opportunities to get in the finals. What are your views about it as a squad? How are you approaching it?
Well, we're looking at the last 2 seasons. We've finished 8th. We're in the top 6 for large chunks of last year and the year before, and we've fallen away with consistency. But that's something we want to fix this year. And if we can be a bit more consistent, we'll pick up more wins and losses. And I think that's enough to get you in the top 8. And once you're in there, it's one-off games, Cup Rugby, and we showed last year we Challenge Cup semi-final that one-off games. Who knows? You can go well and maybe go all the way.
Now, this year, we've talked about your collective ambitions. Earlier in the build-up to this season, we had some tragic news that the death of Adam Watini. It shocked the whole rugby league world. You plan to wear the number 8 shirt as a tribute to Adam this season. Could you just tell us a little bit about your personal feelings in doing that?
Yeah, Adam and I are quite close, and he's a senior player at the club, and somebody I spoke a lot about when captaincy issues and whatever. And he's always honest, and and our family's got on well, and our kids went dancing and all that sort of stuff. So we were pretty close, and we spoke a lot about wanting to have a good year this year. And I thought he'd love to have his shirt out there rather than just out of sight, out of mind was my view on it. And I spoke to Moana, his partner, and she was really happy with the idea. And once she thought about it, and she was over here recently, and before she left, she said she was really happy that I was wearing the jersey and that she wouldn't want anybody else to wear it. So that was a real honour for me. And I know at the end of this year, if I've played a consistent year and I've played to the standard that I know I'm capable of, I've done not only myself but the shirt proud.
Just a word about your new man, Tony Pulatua. He's certainly a massive individual. He's a big man. We saw that when he played for Samoa recently. You enjoyed training alongside him so far?
Yeah, he's massive. He dwarfs everyone. When he first came to Portugal, when he arrived, and he came and stood next to Maury. Now Maury's a big guy, and I looked over and seen this bloke, and he made Maury look like a little kid, and I was like, bloody hell, he's not a bad fellow. I'd rather have him on my side than anyone else's. So, but he's fitting in really well, and he's very good at controlling the ball. He's got massive hands, and as soon as it dries up, he'll be throwing the ball everywhere. So he'll fit in well at Saints.
Fantastic. Sounds an exciting prospect. One final question. You've obviously secured the league leadership on several occasions in recent history. What is the feeling like? There must be a determination to really go on now and try and make it to Old Trafford this year and cement that championship.
Yeah, last 2 years we've been disappointed. I've always said that I'd rather not even be in a final than lose it, but it was nice to be part of it. But it's not good enough for a club like St Helens. It's not good enough for 2 years in a row to lose the thing there at Old Trafford. So we're determined, and we've got to just make the top 8. We've just got to kick on, and we've got to do as well as we can. And it's going to be very tight this year across the board. It's a very, very solid competition, a lot more solid than it has been for a long time. So it's going to be difficult to make early season predictions, I think.